rest well?
Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's...
Saying things like that isn't going to help, Adia.
But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for...
That's a weird way to put it. Actually, I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid.
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can start making our way to the jungle north.
Good luck, everyone! I'll be right...
Hold on. I said we, didn't I? No need to say...
Huh? But wait, I'm just the mascot!
You can't back out this time, Adia. The manager of the fairgrounds is waiting to see...
Yes, Kale and I discussed...
The person in charge of it seems to be a Spontamod scholar. A scholar? But what's she doing there?
Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study. Anyway...
Why would anyone want... Forget it. It's not my concern. If it's useful, I'll take it.
Finally, someone has arrived.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Maimuna. We've brought Adia with...
Thank you, Kale. It's been quite some time since I've seen you, Idia. To be honest, if anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
Hey, you shouldn't be saying.
Doesn't seem to be the first time.
You want to see me cry? Fine. I'll stop crying right here.
No.
All right, I shouldn't have said that. Now, who are these two?
And Paimon is.
They're reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I...
Of course. Good to meet you. You may call me Maymuna. For the sake of time, we should...
Wow. Look at that huge.
Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it. What fun would a fair...
Really? Paimon knew you couldn't. Huh?
What is it, Kale?
Sorry. I'm afraid it might dampen.
That's not important.
Well, there are lots of vendor booths set up here, but there's no.
The truth is, this used to be an exciting and bustling place. But just a few days ago, something...
Like, the world was so.
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light.
Oh, the crystal light.
Mm-hmm. I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful... But once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess and the Hydro Eidolon... Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lorne...
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of...
Yes? And that.
Yeah, don't leave us hanging.
And that's it. He became trapped inside along...
Oh no, we have to do something.
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult.
Just talking about it is a waste of time. Since we're.
All right. This way, please. There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, it seems that the lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down, which makes repairs near impossible.
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move around in there?
Yes, mainly because of the lights. Do any of you have experience being on stage? Once the
I can't stand that feeling. Having everyone.
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone staring at you. Oh, just the thought of it makes...
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let go of.
Please don't laugh. I'm trying my best to change that, but...
No, there's nothing funny about that. And you know what? It's not. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. Only people who have high standards for themselves. You have many good qualities, Kale. I bet if you had to learn dance since childhood like myself.
No way! That would be...
I can relate. I know exactly...
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day, you will become an outstanding dancer too. By that time, you'll be so focused on performing your beautiful moves that you'll no longer worry about an audience watching you.
Wow. You are so passionate about this. Really? You do that? You wouldn't think I look stupid and secretly laugh at me.
You really think I'm that kind of person?
Oh, no! Of course not.
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway, you just need to open the curtain and you'll be able to...
Wait, what's the thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light! It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
Crush! Rack and ruin! Crush! Shudder!
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. Paimon was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you? Who has the audacity?
You sure don't look...
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he...
You. What are you? Huh. Have you come here to...
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, now your intent... Of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior.
Yes, thanks for the reminder.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eyes. It's my opinion as the healer that he needs help.
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation.
Hey, no, wait! Halt! You cannot just leave me here. We're both of the Lawrence bloodline, after all. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your prestige. If anything, my embarrassing predicament will be overshadowed by your virtue.
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you? You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. They'll do anything to save face.
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to step in. Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Oh, the smell.
Yes, that's right. Enjoying something sweet always lightens the mood.
Oh, thank you, Miss Mascot.
So he's willing to thank someone else, but
Eula has been worrying about you the past few days. But now that you two have been reunited, I won't have to keep answering.
let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happens to him.
Eula will never admit that she actually cares. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Oh,
Sorry. I admit my mistake. I know
Why couldn't you...
I'm back. Oh?
Oh, nothing.
All right. Then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light fixed.
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest.
All right. I'll leave my cousin to you then. You'd better rest up and regain your strength before we settle.
According to today's Forest Patrol route map, we need to head here first, then make our way over to there? There's a lot of writing.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
Ah, a hydroidolin. It must have been trapped in the curtain. But at least it seems to be okay. There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got the lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all—
Wait, so,
Yes, mainly— Do any of you—
I can't stay.
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people.
Sounds like you have some things you haven't.
Please don't laugh.
No, there's not. That's my. You have many good qualities.
No.
I can relate.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with.
Wow. You are so really? You do that?
You.
Oh, no. Of course.
Seems there's no need—
Wait. What's that thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light! It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
Beg for mercy. Shudder!
Colored pieces of the bullet have melted.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me or do I smell something sweet here?
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maymuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence? Yep.
You. Huh.
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are natural.
Yes.
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone...
Okay.
Hey, no. Helping me when.
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family, you should be
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way.
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to... Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Oh, thank
Eula has... But now that you...
Let me clarify.
Eula will never... Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep...
Sorry.
I'm back.
Oh,
All right.
I'll take him and...
All right. You'd better rest up and regain your...
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can always make different choices. hydroidolin. It must have been trapped in the curtain, but at least it seems to be okay.
When I don't have much to keep me occupied, old thought patterns start to creep back in, and as soon as I start talking about it, the flashbacks start. Looked big from the outside. This place is massive!
It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Oh, another path has appeared! The ship—
Yes, don't worry. The last thing we need to do is raise the— After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes it look a lot—
No, I haven't.
I have. I've gone— The place is bustling with all kinds of vendors.
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would be—
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah! Now that
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar, and I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I was happy. I always thought my father was amazing and wanted to be—
But aren't you a scholar in the academia, Maimuna? As far as I know, I doubt you could have time to assist—
Yeah, when I had the choice between becoming who I wanted to be and who my parents wanted me to be.
You must have already realized that. Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fair?
Yes, but I'm still not— I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are— The main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is because my family worked hard. But my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair— But in the end, I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating late. I finally had a chance to make my wish of running a fair come true. But after—
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No need to feel so You have the courage to change. You've been Someone who's given up on themselves could never do— Oh, Kale.
I understand my situation better than—
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just that people believe me. This is something—
Oh, what are you—
Oh, nothing.
All right. If we're going to raise the crystal light, then we need to open the top of the tent.
Hey, Adina! We're back!
Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so long. I'm pretty good at taking care.
I don't know if I should be working.
The shadow. It's massive. Wait.
Seems he still might need a little more time to.
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon,
Only 40 times more reliable.
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've...
Huh? What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right. I remember meeting Eula, and then... my head.
Oh, you're awake now.
I'm afraid I...
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you, Eula. All right, I'll do...
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to...
I admit it, yes. But it was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through... But the peculiar thing is... You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war. But it is meaningless.
Everything he said is true. Your family is...
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to all that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan...
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan.
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after taking care of things here.
See, people can always make different choices. And it seems that...
Yes, about...
That's all right. Being able to clearly choose between becoming who you want to be and how to find true happiness is probably one of the most difficult research topics of all.
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what...
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb.
This is something that I've been thinking about, too. Perhaps the Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious performances.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube.
Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it. I found it on Lessig.
It's one of the missing components! Wait, so you had it all this time? Why didn't you give it to me earlier?
Well, you didn't ask.
Okay, well,
Wait, it looks pretty familiar. Have we seen one of these before? Ah, right! I also bought a similar box at the...
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. This was one of them, but now that the tent has been repaired, eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid.
Ah, so when it comes down to it, eating candy is...
so, as of now, we've already collected... I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so...
Hey, Kokomi! You're already here! Oh, you're back. I trust your adventures to the... Yep, you could say that. How about... Well, I suppose it's time I told you that as the Divine Priest, the truth is that a relic known as the Shinro cast... But recently, an orb matching the relic's description suddenly began emitting light, almost as if it was guiding people to it. I wasn't lying when I said that. Goro has often told me that sitting at home reading light novels is... As I made my way from Watatsumi Island to Sumeru, I enjoyed a variety of breathtaking sights. I was surprised to find that the relic had ended up in the desert, though I feel that idea was not intended. Now that you mention it, what did... I see. When you found Lessig, I'm afraid that he was caught up in his thoughts and didn't pay attention to his surroundings. Hey, everyone! Oh, I hope we're not interrupting your conversation. It's alright. You two did a lot today. Care to join me for a... Sure! That would be perfect.
Turns out Idia has a cooking stove and oven.
Oh! So did you make us some moon pies?
No, I made something called storm crust pie.
And I made some pita pockets. You can try some, Kokomi. It should taste great with tea. Sorry. I should call you General. Oh, I would be happy to try. By the way, Yula, how's your cousin doing?
Oh, him. You would...
The damned will sooner die again than lay a hand on me.